Here we go.
And
So the power rule for exponents is the first part of today, and we'll do that for a quick review. If you recall, the product rule of exponents goes like this. X to the m times x to the n equals x to the m plus n. Remember, we add the exponents when we multiply them? And we said x to the first power just equals itself. We said x to a negative power equals its reciprocal, right? This is all review. And anything to the 0 power equals 1. And if we divide, we are actually subtracting, which also equals its opposite. So these all equals all. That's all review. Okay, that's all review. We've done all that. That's all stuff that we've covered. We're going to add one more thing to that. Okay, so the power rule of exponents. So the power rule. Yay, power. Give me your best power voice. Anybody? Did we hear power? Why do Chevys whisper? Let's hear power. What's your Pokemon power? All right. The power rule. When x does not equal 0. The power rule for exponents. You guys are lame. Just kidding. I don't hear any power from you. Okay, that's a little bit of a roar. And you're not even in that group. Roar. All right, moving on. The power rule for exponents. When x does not equal 0. Because that's a big clue. Because x equals 0, it's just going to be 0. X to the m, in parentheses, to the nth power equals x m times n. So instead of adding them, we're actually going to multiply them. And that's when you see the parentheses. So, for example, a to the 5th squared equals a to the 10th, because we do 5 times 2. X to the negative 4th to the negative 2nd power equals x to the 8th, because negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. Does that make sense? All right, so let's use the power rule to do something hard, because that's easy. Okay, the power rule. You gotta scream it out. Power! You got the power. All right. 2x to the 5th, y squared, z cubed.
Oh,
This is easy. We cube everything. 2 cubed is 8. Wow, that's the second time that one got thrown out today. X to the 5th cubed is x to the 15th. Y squared cubed is 6. Because 2 times 3. And then z is just going to be to the 3rd, because that's z to the 1st power. Okay? Now it's done. Is that hard?
9.
9? Okay, let's make it hard.
That really easy. I mean, that really
That's too hard.
that really hard.
That's my test.
All right. Are we done talking? Let's make it hard. All right? So what does this equal? This equals,
well, don't you have to flip it?
we'll do that last.
Negative 6.
This equals, no, this equals 3 to the negative 2nd power, x to the 4th, y to the negative 10th. Right? Over z to the negative 8th. Okay?
Oh,
It's not quite done yet, though. There's one part of this problem that we need to take care of.
the negative 2nd.
We got to take care of 3 to the negative second because we cannot leave that one like that. We can leave y to the negative 10th, but we cannot leave the 3 like that.
So simply make the.
Well, you gotta flip it again, right?
So it's x to the 4th, y to the negative 10th, 9, z to the negative 8. Because 1, 9, right? I don't need to write the 1 in, right? So it's just 1, 9. Does that make sense? Okay? All right, so we have to do that to every single factor that we have. So here's another example of one of those. So if you did any of these today, make sure you are careful. Okay, so let's make everything work. Okay, if I skip a step, but you know that's going to be 2 to the negative 5th power. What is 2 to the negative 5th power?
Negative.
Oh, negative.
32. So it's negative 5th. That's 1 over 32, right? Right? There's negative 5th, so that's 1 over 32. So I'm going to write the 32 down here. This is a to the 10th, because negative 2 times negative 5. 10, that looks like 16. B to the negative 10th. Z to the 50th power. And it's done. Is that too hard? No? All right, so one more. What about this?
X is 1,
3 to the 3rd, or 27. What happens to this x?
so it
Becomes x to the
No, it doesn't. X to 0 is nothing, right?
Yep. Because
It's 1.
It's 1.
So
But 1 to the 3rd is
1.
1, so why bother to write it? Y to the 3rd over k to the 12th. In other words, 27 y to the 3rd, k to the 12th. Because x to the 0 power is just 1, and 1 cubed is still 1. All right, and again, they do a weird thing in this book, and they piggyback something else that's not quite related. It's somewhat related, but weirdness. All right, so let's take 180 cubic feet, shouldn't be too hard, and convert that to inches.
Just do it 3 times.
3, right? Because there's 3. So inches.
12, 12, 12.
So 180 over 1 times
12 inches over a foot.
12 inches over 1 foot.
Times 12 inches over a foot. Times 1 over same thing. Yep.
Okay, so it's all of that. Feet, 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 feet. 180 times, so you get 180 times 12 times 12 times 12, or to the 3rd. We're out of room. Cubic feet.
No, it's inches.
Oh, the inches, my fault. Oh, thanks for the correction. Cubic inches, that's messy, so let's write it down here. Cubic inches. Thank you for correcting me. Okay, now let's do one more. It has to be cubed. I wrote cubed, see it?
Inches cubed.
Cubic inches. All right, 800 cubic centimeters. Convert that to feet, cubic feet. So first we have to create a,
inches.
all right, so,
We're going to use 6 multipliers.
yeah, we're gonna use 6.
What have we done?
All right, 2 inches.
So
Which is
2.54
2.54
cm and 1 inch.
No,
Okay.
that's 1 inch over 2.54.
That's right.
1 inch over 2.54 to the 3rd power times, I don't have to write the times in, times, now we got it in inches, we want to make it feet.
1 foot over 12 inches.
over, yep, to the 3rd
1 foot
over 12 inches.
over 12 inches to the 3rd power.
Which is
Now so that's gone, so that's 800 over 2.54 to the 3rd times 12 to the 3rd. Cubic feet, because that's where I wanted to be. So that's 6. Okay, any questions? Okay, so stop this one.